The forgotten wolf meat from the end of last episode has left me literally speechless. It's been a couple of days since I recorded for this, but still, I'm speechless. Suddenly, Coastal Highway and Desolation Point are feeling a heck of a lot closer, and that's to say nothing of Forsaken Airfield or the upcoming new zone that they just announced, in case you missed that. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. Guess what didn't happen at the end of the last episode, by the way? I don't know if it popped up on the screen or not, but, oh, look, these are cured now. That's wild. What I was going to say, okay, that completely threw me off. So what happened was, or what didn't happen, was a save when I got into this hut. So I've actually spent the last few minutes moving from the bedroll in the cave. I did bring the bedroll, by the way. Back through Keeper's Pass, what is it, north? Or Keeper's Pass south? To where I am now. So I picked up all the wolf meat. Don't think I've actually consumed any of it yet. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm probably re-consuming some meat that I ate at the end of the last episode. That's fine. Just want to get rid of this. I'm very excited to have found it, because now, food-wise, I'm completely okay for the next little while. And there's probably still plenty for me to eat at the farm as well. Remember that we killed a bear, and there's a lot of frozen foods in there. So I love that the cured guts were all of a sudden in better shape this time. That worked out. So I have even more cured guts than I did a moment ago. So it's the beginning of a day here, and I want to get a little bit more rest, because one thing that was happening in this version of things, I can't remember if it was happening at the end of the last episode, but the weather's starting to turn bad. You can hear it outside. It's getting, yeah, now it's an actual blizzard. Lovely. Great. Wonderful. Perfect timing. Exactly what I wanted. But I do have to regain conditions, so maybe it's not the worst thing. Maybe I shouldn't complain. Maybe I should just be happy that I have an interior environment and I can relax for a bit. So let's do that. It is early in the day, so there's that at least. But yeah, it's funny. I loaded up the save, and all of a sudden I'm back in the cave. I was like, how did I know that that would happen? I had an inkling, because I think this same hut did that to me before. I remember opening an episode and needing to backtrack and do something to kind of get back to a point similar to where I was before. Okay, so we're just past noon. I still have some cattails. Weather's fantastic. Let's go ahead and take this opportunity while we have it. So if you have forgotten where we are, we're in a really good spot. Pleasant Valley is just this direction. Like, we're right around the corner from Pleasant Valley now. I've made my way back through Keeper's Pass much faster than I anticipated I would. So I'm currently enjoying... Oh, look, there's a cattail I didn't pick before. How about that? Didn't I see wolves down this river before, or am I thinking of the other river? Let me check. There are more cattails here. I'll pick them. I just want to be careful for thin ice. I see more cattails. Again, we're going to have bear meat, so I'm not super worried about finding food. But I'm at a point where I know I'm moving into a part of the map that I've already scavenged pretty heavily. So it makes perfect sense for me to take every opportunity that I can manage to get my hands on and get some additional food. Just for buffer. Just for a little bit of safety. A little bit of... safety? A little bit safety. I want to feel just a little bit safier. Bit of a cushion, that's all. Okay. So this is one of my previous pit stops. I can't remember if I encountered any animals on my way in. I think the only wolf howl I just heard a moment ago. Are you serious? More wolf meat. I just keep finding treats that I left behind for myself. But the fact that there's wolf meat there, that implies that there might actually be a wolf nearby. I do feel like I might have encountered one here before, but I just don't remember, so we'll see. If I did, they're probably close. Like right down there. Hang on. Double checking for cattails. Nope. Yeah, I've already scavenged this area. I saw some cattails broken off. Interesting how in these newer transition zones, this is not a new area. It's interesting how much they mix flowing water with ice. It wasn't really a thing in the early access days. The glory days, so to speak. The Long Darks just had one long continuous run of glory days. I'm sure we can all agree. All right, so we're back in the best zone in the game. Bar none. My favorite place ever. And there should still genuinely be plenty of bear meat. So I know that when I came here last time, I kind of followed this bank to see if I could spot... Oh, there's a cairn right there. To see if I could spot any wolves. Let's see. Or also see if I could spot any cattails. Wasn't really wolves I was looking for, but cattails. It is nice to be back in an area that's feels a little bit less threatening, a little bit more familiar. Although I do look forward to reaching Forsaken Airfield, which I've only been to once in the past, and not on YouTube. So we've got some objectives coming up. We are going to hang out here for a bit, recover some health, fix my stuff. And then in Coastal Highway, we'll do some beachcombing, because we can. Get a little bit of that done. Okay, I think I'm going to veer towards the road here. And then we'll go to Desolation Point, scavenge that entire zone, do some beachcombing. See a bunny up there.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
I feel like I heard something nearby that's not me. It might just be the backpack noises that are continuing to freak me out a bit. Something about the audio mix for the last couple of patches. Every now and then I feel like I hear a footstep that's not actually anything else. And it makes me it just gives me the slightest feeling that some of the noises that are mixed in with the backpack, and some of it's like trees creaking, but yeah, some of the noises that are mixed in with the backpack that kind of play while you're moving around. I wonder if any of those are literally mixed up in a way they're not supposed to be. Alright, so I know there's some wolves potentially out in this field. I'm going to lose some condition here while I'm cold, but I want to stay on the road. And I'll probably just beeline straight for the farmhouse, because the farmhouse has my deer hides. Alright, I see all three wolves, and they're a good distance away, so I'm going to take a bit of a shortcut here. There's some bunnies closer, but the wolves are centralized to the orchard. Works for me. Let's do a little bit of sprinting, shall we? We can actually afford to. No more timber wolves, and it's glorious. Not for now. I mean, we still have, after Desolation Point, there's one more zone before we go to Forsaken Airfield, and it's kind of on the way. And that's Bleak Inlet. Yay. We'll have to go back there. Alright, I see what looks like a demon. Although I probably don't need to kill it, truth be told. And I also need to be mindful of the fact that there could be a bear out front here. We might have had respawn on the big guy. not just the wolves. Although I don't see the big guy at the moment. Yeah, that's a demon. Don't see the bear. Still need to be very careful because it has been more than long enough for that bear to reappear. At least I would think. Possibly not, but I would think. I actually can't remember. Yeah, there's still bear meat out there. For a second I was thinking, did I leave any behind or did I eat it all? I feel like I left some behind. Okay. So now we are instantly well fed as we arrive here.
By snow and nothing to drink.
Oh, you will be fine. You're going to be more than fine now, in fact, because we are back. Look at all those cured guts. Look at these cured deer hides. Oh my god. Look at these maple saplings. Look at these wolf pelts. I mean, I probably don't need to do anything with the wolf pelts. And this survival bow is my old one. Just wanted to double check its condition. Now that I have archery 5, I don't hurt the bow every time I fire it as much as I used to, which is nice. Condition loss on the bow is improved. Okay, so first things first. I need some water. And I've got some sticks, it looks like. We've got some cooking pots still on the stove here, because I found so many. Wood match. Light a fire. There's still some furniture in here, and I could break it for wood, so I'll probably just do that. Oh wow, 2 hours, 5 minutes. I do still need to be mindful of the fact that my hatchet is, its life is fine. I might just need to make a new one. But I don't have a heavy hammer on me right now, so I would have to find one in Desolation Point or go back to the forge in Forlorn Muskeg, which is probably what I'll do. If I can't, you know... There we go. I should have actually had water going just now, but I didn't. Oops. I have some to drink, though, so I'll do that. If I can't find anything with which to sharpen before then, I'll just make a new one. Alright, let's make plenty of water, because we've got plenty of food. And I need to add a little bit more fuel. There we go. I guess I'll just pass the time. Drink that. And how much time is left on the fire? Hour 22 minutes? Perfect. Let's go ahead and cut that down. Same amount there. Alright, 17 minutes left on that fire, so I'll leave that be. Plenty of water now, so much that it's slowing me down. Here's the more important thing. I can finally fix these. So let's get that done. Oh man, that feels good. Okay, so now we're gonna repair. I'm honestly gonna oh, I'm in the dark. It's the end of the day. Fair enough. I do need to sleep. I'll recover plenty of condition while I do, which is really lovely. So one little bonus of the fact that I had to backtrack and redo a little bit of traversal. Nothing changed. I made sure I picked up all the same things that I picked up before. I picked up the cattails. I picked up the reishi mushrooms between the cave and the hut where I stopped in Keeper's Pass. But one thing I didn't do is I didn't use my lantern at all in the cave. So I have a little bit more fuel than you might remember seeing the last time I had this thing out, because I actively decided to conserve it. A little bit of alternate universe shenaniganry, thanks to the fact that the... Oh, there's a moose-hide cloak. Thanks to the fact that the game didn't save. So there you go. Let's go ahead and sleep for... I'll say 6 hours. I'll get 5. Okay, woke up fully rested. Drink a little bit more water. And now it's just a matter of... Let's see. No, I don't want to do anything with that. Let's just pass time for 3 hours. And then what? Maybe sleep for 2? Perfect timing. All right, so the sun has just risen, and now I can finish my repairs, even though it looks like it's still dark. Pleasant Valley is being Pleasant Valley outside. That's fine by me. I just need to get my stuff back up to good condition, and then I can literally keep moving. I don't have to stay here. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've been carrying around so much cloth for so long. I'm going to use it, even though I technically don't have to repair all these things yet. Because I would like to enjoy the full warmth bonus, more or less, of all the things that I'm carrying. The bearskin coat I obviously can't repair until I have a black bear hide, which makes me sad. So it might be worth looking at the moose hide cloak.
I could eat anything right now.
All right, so these repairs are getting pretty frivolous. They're only giving me back fractions of degrees. Yeah, I'm going to stop at 95. There's no point. The rabbit skin hat. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the rabbit skin hat. It's 10%. I'll probably get 0.2 degrees out of that, if I recall correctly. Let's take a look. Yeah, got 0.2 degrees out of it. You know, it's not nothing. Not a lot, but it's not nothing. So let's go ahead and drink some water. And the weather sounds really good for a Pleasant Valley Exodus right now. And it's mid-morning. I just need to eat some of that bear meat and then keep moving. So let me go ahead. I think I'm going to leave all this stuff down. I'll go back to where it was before just so I'm consistent with placement. Pick up these cured guts too. The question is, do I drop it all here or do I bring some of it with me? Maybe we'll go by weight. I think I will drop the deer hides because I'll have an opportunity to get plenty more of those. Wolf pelts, I'll drop those too. And now I'm a lot less encumbered. The main thing that's weighing me down at this point is just my water. I'll probably just... I think I can just live with that. I can drop that tinder plug. Don't need that. Yeah, I can just live with that. It's fine. Also, alright, take scrap metal to repair you. Do I have scrap metal down in the basement? Let me take a look real quick before I leave. If I have scrap metal down here, then I will take advantage of it. But otherwise, I am getting the heck out. I know that last time I was down here, I might not have prioritized picking any up, so there might still be some just laying around casually or in a drawer. Doesn't seem so, however. Maybe in the... Nope. Yep, we are good. All right, it's time to head out. I just need to chow down on some of that bear meat. And hope that the weather is as delightful as it sounds like. And we are headed back to Coastal Highway. There are a few areas in Coastal Highway that I haven't explored. I would be lying if I said I had a perfect memory of what all those areas are. But I know that there is the mine. With the elevator. Alright, so we've got some raw bear meat that I didn't cook before. That's interesting. Okay, so we drop that. Alright, weather's not looking great. I'm not loving this, but I'm still going to move. You know what? I know where I'm going. If the weather's going to be like this, and not going to give me a lot of time, since I just repaired everything. Pleasant Valley is going to be Pleasant Valley. You know what? Fine. Fine. I will turn around. If you're going to turn into a blizzard this fast, I just repaired all of my stuff. I'm not letting you chip away at the condition of my gear. How freaking dare you? That is the worst. Like, the weather was so calm. It was windy in the morning, and then it got calm, and it gave me a perfect window. And now that I'm actually leaving, it's going to go, oh, wait. You thought you were going somewhere? That's cute, Hadrian. That's adorable. Did you forget? This is the most pleasant of valleys. Did you forget all of the suffering that we've put you through here? And I would say, no, I haven't forgotten the suffering. That's why I bring it up all the time. And yet you continue anyway. And you expect us to believe that the game is not programmed to troll us. We don't believe you. Okay. Still sounds like, you know, it looks a lot better, but it just still sounds terrible. I'm going to start moving. Keeping my head on a swivel. Because I don't know which predators have respawned and which haven't. But we're going to go straight to the barn and then straight to Thompson's Crossing. Because it's a little bit less windy of a path. It's a little bit straighter of a shot if you go this way. It does potentially involve crossing the path of a wolf or two. But I'm okay with that. Let's go. Also, let's change to actual arrows in case that actually takes place. I'm not going to get very far with a fire-hardened arrow if I try to shoot a wolf in the face. That's not a lesson that I'm in the mood to learn right now after dealing with timber wolves. Or shall I say, not dealing with timber wolves, because yes, it's official now. I've gotten in and out of Blackrock without aggroing a single timber wolf pack. Insert chaos emote here. Feel free to spam the comment section. Actually, there's two emotes you're going to be able to spam. The other one's coming up. So have fun with that. Alright, so far I don't actually even see any wolves out here, which is disconcerting because I know they're here. I know they're here. There's not a doubt in my mind that there are wolves in the area. The question is, which bales of hay, which giant rolls are they hiding behind? I know. Alright, so if I can't see any out here, I would have thought they were on that hilltop, but they're not on the hilltop either. Where are the wolves? This is so odd. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's pretty great.
Oh, so cold.
Okay. Let me double check the condition of my stuff that I just repaired. Yeah, the new deerskin pants are already at 99%. That is incredibly rude. I'm not going to repair the rabbit skin mitts yet. It's not going to give me enough improvement. There might be some metal laying around here that I didn't pick up before. So since I have to warm up for a moment, I might as well take the opportunity to just see if there's metal I didn't pick up in the past. Just some scraps. I also, of course, had this metal table that I could break down and definitely have scraps, but there's no reason to do that necessarily. I might be able to do it to the shelves, perhaps. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, it'll take 2 hours, 15 minutes. And this is Pleasant Valley, so I need to assume that within those 2 hours, the weather's going to change horribly. So rather than breaking anything up for scrap metal that I don't need right this moment, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so we've got these books here on the ground. I'm going to grab those since they might be useful for starting fires down the road. Interesting if you could break that plank down. You can't, though. You know, it's so interesting to like look at shelves in here that where I know that I found stuff for gunsmithing and actually feel like I took advantage of it. And I finally did something with all that material. Amazing. Now most of that material is sitting back in Blackrock, but I'm okay with it. All right, so we have 5 cattails. Let's keep moving. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Coastal Highway this episode, but I'm going to push for it. All right, I don't know where the freaking wolves... Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Didn't find the wolves. Found a bear, though. Thankfully, the bear is not close enough to aggro. But that is kind of... The bear is, like, on my exact path. I think, unless this is my exact path. It's hard to tell. I actually think this is the path. I think the bridge is up here. Yeah, here's the bridge. Okay, I was wrong. So the bear is not blocking me, but that would have been hilarious. I would have just gone around anyway. Not the end of the world to run into that bear, but I'm glad I saw it. As opposed to being distracted and walking right toward it, which would have been embarrassing. Oh, hi. I don't feel like dealing with you right now. I don't want to stay in Pleasant Valley, so I'd rather just run that wolf off. Okay. Now, if the wolf aggroes again, I will probably just hoof it to Thompson's Crossing with the wolf chasing me, because I'm close enough now. Thompson's Crossing is right on the other side of these rocks. It took me long enough to aggro a wolf. That feels like the first time in... How long has it been? How many episodes has it been since a wolf has actually ran at me? Now, actually, I aggroed a wolf at the beginning of this, before I actually started the recording, when I was making my way back, because I was just running to get there as fast as I could. I wasn't sprinting, but like I was moving quickly. I was focused. That's a lot of deer in one spot. $3, 1 demon. Nice. And a wolf did aggro, but it was when I was at the little climbing spots. The 2 little ridges. So as I climbed those, the wolf kind of ran off. But nothing on camera. It's so weird to say that there's anything that I've done off camera for an Against All Odds series, but it was just retreading ground because the game didn't save, that's all. And I didn't do anything different. So when the wolf attacked, I just avoided it. If anything, like I might have arrived at the hut a little bit earlier in the day. And again, with less lamp oil burned. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Did I pick up my... I did. Just making sure. Also, I have some broken down torches I need to... well, I have some burned out torches that I need to break down. Okay, I need to warm up for a bit, but I'm feeling pretty good about getting all the way to Coastal Highway before I wrap up here. The weather's not amazing, but it's not enough to stop me from making the attempt to get over there. So I'm going to pay one more visit to
My fingers feel
the town hall. Because I think I could have some leftover supplies there. I don't believe that when I came here for supplies previously, I don't believe that I got everything. So this is a good opportunity to like double check. Thompson family stew. So there's a recipe I didn't see before. A light but satisfying stew made with vegetables fresh from the garden of the Pleasant Valley. Take it. Item found. Does it count as a note, or is it another category? I guess it's not really shown at all. Yeah, it's really not shown at all. Interesting. Okay. Glad I spotted that. Cattail head. Yeah, so this trunk is still going to have some stuff in it. Nothing really worthwhile, though. I guess I did bring everything back with me. Ooh, there's some coal, though. Oh, no, that's charcoal. That's a ruined whetstone. I got so excited when I saw that. Holy crap. Okay. I've already been through these cabinets. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's, how long can I sleep? Maybe 1 hour? Long enough to warm up, that's all I need. And I'm going to get to the transition zone at least before we wrap up here. This is good progress. I'm feeling it. Plus, it's Pleasant Valley, and I just don't want to hang out. That is my... just my absolute right, as bequeathed by the universe. I do not want to linger in this zone any longer than I actually have to. Thank you very much. Although one thing I will do very quickly is kind of glance. I'm not going to go down to the water unless I see an obvious reason to. But I want to see if I spot cattails on this. Really? Are you not going to let me see over the edge? That kind of defeats the entire purpose of what I'm doing, game. Thank you. Ooh, there's a burdock root. Okay. I'll go down there and grab that. There could be a wolf right around the corner here, so I need to be careful. I'm very lucky I can get down towards the creek before I'm in the wolf's aggro zone. Very nice. These are fairly... I think I like the rate at which they're appearing. It's probably subject to my settings, and there are probably fewer of them than there would be otherwise. I need to do a good, like, Voyager or Stalker level playthrough just off camera. Like, you know, just to be a little bit more relaxed in Explorer mode and get to know some of the mechanics a little better, get to know some of the areas that I've visited now a little bit better, and really spend some time with the newer additions to the game, especially the Tales stuff. Because it's been almost entirely in YouTube videos, which isn't a problem. I'm doing better than I was earlier in the year when I was like fresh back to YouTube and juggling a lot at once. Not in a bad way, but I was doing a lot. And I would say, not quite as good 4 or 5 months ago at like picking up on all the new stuff quickly, while I was also trying to just remember the basics of this thing we call YouTube. And now I feel like I am better at kind of learning on the fly, but I still would benefit from some off-camera stuff. If I can find the time. We'll see. All right, so there is a wolf back there, by the way, if you didn't see it. I looked right at it, didn't say anything, because I was in the middle of something else. But I'm going to step over this ridge. There could be another wolf, possibly bear, up ahead. I don't hear any bear crows. That's promising. But I won't know for sure until we look this way. Okay, good. There's a demon. That, for those of you new to the channel, you aren't aware of that meme, it's probably so funny to hear me casually use the word demon so much. It's just because of the noises the does make. Like, it gets a little bit ridiculous sometimes, especially when they sneak up on you. So that's why I so casually refer to them as demons. And yes, when I say demons, I am in fact talking about the female deer. Most of you know that, but some of you are new. Just catching you up. You're a demon, David Blaine. Well, continuing to make incredibly rapid progress. If you would have told me 2 recordings ago that at the end of this episode, I was going to be through Pleasant Valley and on the way back to Coastal Highway, I would genuinely not have believed you. Because I was, as I said last episode, I was expecting to get a little bit more lost. And on top of that, even if I hadn't gotten lost, I wasn't... It wasn't necessarily that I'd forgotten that I had food. In some cases, I did. Like, I remembered that I had the food at the farmhouse. But I wasn't, like, counting on it. In Long Dark, you always kind of assume that something's going to derail you before you get to, like, the sure shot that you're counting on. So, especially on this difficulty, I assumed that there'd be some storm or I'd have to find food some other way. And I just didn't. And I found my way to not only the food that I remembered was there, but food that I didn't remember was there. And that played out really well. Okay. Save. It's saved. You all saw that. I'm going to double down on it just to be absolutely sure. Also, check this out. Look at that coal. Oh my god. All right. I'm going to sleep here for an hour just to regain a little bit of condition. And I'm going to stop this one here. In the next one, we're going to head back in the Coastal Highway, spend some time beachcombing, see what we can find, spend some time looking at the areas that I haven't been to yet. And then from there, it's on to unexplored territory. Like I said, Desolation Point, Bleak Inlet, and then Forsaken Airfield. And probably by the time that's done, we're going to have another brand new zone. Again, the way I was talking about, this is worth mentioning for a moment before I wrap up. If, once the release date for the next Tales update is kind of locked down, I might pause this series briefly so that I could do a fresh start of Against All Odds 7, like, with a focus on the new zone. But when I do that, I'm not sure. I don't know how I'll do it when the patch drops. It would be good from a views standpoint to do that. But I just need to think through the logistics of it. So just kind of be forewarned. That's coming up with that patch having been announced by Raphael. There was a new dev... Sorry, I'm hiccuping right now, but there was a new dev diary that came out just earlier this week that was really, really, really good. So if you haven't seen that yet, go take a look. I haven't quite had an opportunity to make a video on it yet. I would like to, but not quite at that point this week, but soon. Anyhow, I'll wrap this one up here. Next episode, Coastal Highway, Desolation Point, and beyond. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not new here, look for the join button for access to channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.